The Late-Night Hitchhiker, a chilling encounter. It was a moonless night, and I was driving along a desolate stretch of highway, the hum of my engine the only company in the darkness. The road seemed to stretch endlessly before me, the occasional flicker of a distant streetlight, the only respite from the inky blackness. As I drove, my headlights briefly illuminated a figure in the distance, an indistinct silhouette shrouded in shadows. My heart quickened as I drew closer, and I could make out a woman, her thumb extended hopefully into the night. A sense of unease gripped me, the cautionary tales of late-night hitchhikers echoing in my mind. But something about her appearance stirred sympathy within me. She seemed vulnerable, standing alone on that desolate road. Against my better judgment, I slowed down and pulled over, my car's interior bathed in a dim, eerie glow from the dashboard lights. The woman rushed towards my car, her figure slowly taking shape in the faint illumination. She climbed into the passenger seat, and as the dome light flickered to life, I got my first clear look at her. She was young, with disheveled hair and eyes that held a haunting emptiness. Her clothing was tattered, and her hands trembled as she closed the car door. "Thank you for stopping," she said softly, her voice barely more than a whisper. "Where are you headed?" I asked, my unease growing. She hesitated for a moment, her eyes locked on mine as if searching for something deeper. "Just anywhere but here," she finally replied, her voice tinged with a sadness that sent a shiver down my spine. I resumed driving, the radio providing a feeble attempt at filling the heavy silence that hung in the air. The woman beside me remained silent, her eyes fixed on the road ahead as if lost in thought. As we neared the address she provided, I felt a sense of dread gnawing at me. The location was remote, far from any signs of civilization. When we arrived, it was clear that the house had long been abandoned, windows shattered, walls crumbling, and an overgrown garden reclaiming the land. Confused and alarmed, I turned to the woman, only to find the seat beside me empty. She had vanished, leaving no trace of her presence except for the chilling sensation that lingered in the car. I stepped out, my heart pounding, and called out into the desolate night. But there was no response. I was alone with the eerie stillness, the haunting memory of this hitchhiker etched into my mind.